Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on March 3rd, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found over at Pickdawgz Premium. Just click that link in the description. It takes you right to my Handicapper page, and that's where you can find my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, monthly, seasonal, yearly. That's where you can also find all my bets for today's action, college hoops, NBA, hockey if I'm active, and you can find my $15 NBA Jam session play there as well. Cashed out last night on the Dallas Mavericks, man. Love to see it. My boys did come to hoops last night, man. They haven't done it often, but love to see that. Luka, Kyrie, 40 apiece. Love to see that, man. We're going to try to keep that play rolling, man. We've hit 5 of our last 6 and 3 in a row. We're going for 6 of 7 tonight, and I absolutely love tonight's jam session play, man. $15, scoop it up, get my best bet tonight. Check out my live show tonight, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. I will have a guest as we run through this long card again, 10 games. Y'all know I'm finna try to smash it per usual for y'all, but I'll come on again and let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, if any line moves, all that great stuff. So check out that live show, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and also follow me on Twitter, man. Nice size card, 10 games. Let's smash it, man. And without further ado, let's make some money tonight, and let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Orlando Magic out on the road facing the Charlotte Hornets. Orlando laying 3.5 as road favorites, man. Total 227.5. Not overly in love with this game. I'm just going to be honest. I do lean Magic, though. I think they are the better team. And I do think they should go into Charlotte and get themselves a nice win in a bounce-back type spot. They got hammered in their last game by Milwaukee, man. 139-117. They've only won 2 of their last 5. This should be a bounce-back game for them here in this one. They're already up in the season series against these same Charlotte Hornets, 2-1. They won the first meeting, 113-93 in Orlando. The Hornets won the second meeting, 112-105 in Orlando. And then the Magic won the last meeting on the 5th of February, 119-113 in Charlotte. This game probably goes kind of like that last one, man. I do lean Magic in this one. Hard to trust the Hornets, man. Now that LaMelo Ball is out for the season, man. When he was in there, man, the pace was up, the scoring was up, the wins were up. Without him, man, I think they probably returned back to what they were, one of the worst teams in the NBA. They're 12-18 against the spread on their home floor. That's third worst in the NBA. I don't want to take Charlotte here, man. I know I tried to take them against Phoenix in their last one, getting all of those points, only getting 3.5 with them here. Hard to trust them, man. I lean Magic. Should be a get-right game for them on the out on the road against an inferior opponent. Lean Magic, laying the 3.5 here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Portland Trail Blazers out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks laying 6.5, total 241.5. Man, the Blazers struggling right now. Damian Lillard's in that mode, but the Blazers as a whole are struggling. He has to play like that for them to have chances in some of these basketball games, man. And they've really, to be honest, been hammered in 4 of their last 5. This Blazers team has, man. When I say hammered, they've lost 4 of their last 5 by 11 plus. Their only win came at home against the Houston Rockets, and it still took 71 points from Damian Lillard in that one for the score to look like that. I know the Blazers did beat this Hawks team earlier this season, not that long ago, on the 30th of January in Portland, 129-125. I think Atlanta does get its revenge today on its home floor. I do think Atlanta wins this game, and the Portland Trail Blazers continue to struggle. But in that same breath, I'm not really ready to lay 6.5 with the Hawks, so I do lean Blazers plus a 6.5. Not my favorite play on the board tonight, man, but I think they could possibly keep this one competitive. It's not like the Hawks have been in that mode right now either. They've only won 2 of their last 5. They just lost on the road to Washington. They just lost at home to Washington, 119-116. They did beat Brooklyn by 2. Hammered Cleveland. That was a nice win for them there. But then they got beat up on by the Knicks, 122-101. Charlotte beat them out on the road, 144-138. Atlanta probably messes around, wins this game on their home floor. I think the Blazers keep this one competitive, so I do lean them getting 6.5. But again, not my favorite game on the board tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road facing arguably the best team in basketball, the Boston Celtics, man. They're laying 11 and totals 227.5. When I look at this game, man, it's a tough one. 11 is oof. Because we know the Celtics, they can air this team out, man. We've seen it before. The last meeting, the Celtics took this team behind the shed, 139-96. It wasn't that long ago either. It was on the 1st of February and in Boston as well. So, interesting little game here, man. But I will say, the Celtics haven't really been in blowout mode, man. They edged Cleveland, got backdoor covered in that one, won by 4. Got beaten pretty handedly on the road by the Knicks, 109-94. Narrowly escaped against Philly by 3. Narrowly escaped against Indiana in overtime by 4. They did hammer the Pistons at home, 127-109. But I don't know, man. I'm not in a rush to lay 11. If anything, I know the Nets have been terrible, and they've been hammered in 3 of their last 4, and they've lost 4 straight. But I do think they keep this one competitive, man. They got to, man. They gotta stack some wins here sooner or later. They're still in the playoffs. What are the Nets seed right now? I think they're still in the playoffs. The Nets are currently the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference, man. So they're in the playoffs right now, man. They need to click it into gear soon, man. I don't think they win this game, but I do think they fight and keep this one competitive, man. I know they've been hammered in 3 of their last 4. I know the Celtics are that team, arguably the best team in the NBA right now, and they probably do win this game comfortably. But I see like a 7, 8, 9-point win for the Celtics. I think 11 is probably just too many points. And I think we see the Nets play an inspired effort tonight and probably keep this one within the number. Hell, the Celtics might get backdoor covered again like they did against the Cavs in their last one. I like the Nets plus 11 here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the New York Knicks, the red-hot New York Knicks, man, out on the road, facing our favorite team to fade on their home floor, the Miami Heat, man. Knicks laying 3, total 215.5. Y'all know where we're going in this one. We really don't got to spend too much time on this. We continue to fade the Miami Heat, man, especially on their home floor. And we're going to do it here again in this one. I like the Knicks laying the 3. Knicks go for their 8th straight win. I do think they get it. And I think the Heat continue to struggle on their home floor, man. Interesting nugget in this one, man. We got the worst home cover team in the NBA in the Miami Heat, man. 8-20-2 against the spread on their home floor, man. 8-20-2 against the spread on their home floor are the Miami Heat against the best road cover team in the NBA, man, in the New York Knicks. 20-10 against the spread out on the road, have covered in 66.7% of their games. I mean, I got to take the Knicks here. They're rolling. They're red hot, man. I told y'all when Jalen Brunson came over to New York, man, he is a hooper. He was an undervalued commodity here in Dallas. A huge reason why we got to the Western Conference Finals last year. He came over here, man. It took the Knicks a while, but they're hooping, man. They're 10 games above 500. We're going to see the Knicks in the playoffs again, man. It's going to be a good one when we get them there. But here tonight, we're continuing to fade the Miami Heat, man. We have faded them all year there on their home floor. No reason to stop now. We look at this injury report. We also see Kyle Lowry looks like he's still out. And Jimmy Butler is on this injury report, man, as day-to-day. Looks like he is questionable for tonight's game with some right knee soreness. Knicks for me here in this one, man. It's probably not my favorite play of the day, as there is another play I absolutely love tonight. But Knicks, we're for sure betting them tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing your Chicago Bulls. Suns, road favorites, laying 5.5, total 223.5. Hey, we're taking the Suns in this one, man. We're not going to overcomplicate it. We're going to fade the Chicago Bulls on their home floor. I told y'all, coming out of the All-Star break, man, I'm looking to fade the Chicago Bulls team as much as possible. And I got KD, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul in this one. I think that's more than enough to hammer the Bulls on their home floor. It's just going to be too much for them. The Bulls have been playing some elite defense coming out of the All-Star break. I will give them credit for that, man. They stepped up their defensive intensity, but you can step up your defensive intensity, and it's not going to matter, especially against a team like the Suns where they can every guy on the floor can get a bucket, man, especially in their starting 5. You got 2 guys that are walking 30-point players in Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. You got Chris Paul, probably the greatest assist man of all time. We're only going to see this Suns team get better as time goes by. I think they probably hammer the Chicago Bulls team on their home floor, man. We've already seen the Suns hammer this Bulls team once this season, 132-113 on the 30th of November in Phoenix, though. We're in Chicago in this one, but I don't think it matters. I really don't. I think the Suns probably hammer them. The Bulls, they won their last meeting 117-115 against the Detroit Pistons out on the road, 2-point win. They lost to Toronto 104-98 the game before that out on the road. And then the two first games back out of the break, they hammered Washington at home and Brooklyn at home. So the two games we've seen the Bulls at home since they came out of the All-Star break, they did look good. Still, I think this is a definite up in competition from the four teams that they've played coming out of the All-Star break. I think the Suns most likely put it to them here in this one. I'll lay the points with Phoenix here in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, a.k.a. the cover buddies, man, a.k.a. now the second best cover team in the NBA, man. They were first for majority of the season, man. We have loved betting the Thunder, man, all season long. They've gone on a little losing streak because they've lost 5 straight, and in that process now they're the second best cover team in the NBA. Milwaukee has jumped them. Milwaukee 35-23-4 against the spread. Oklahoma City 35-24-3 against the spread. Milwaukee 60.3%. Oklahoma City 59.3%. Still right up there are the Thunder Buddies, man. I know we've been fading them recently, man. We took the Lakers. We took the Kings in back-to-back games. We've been fading our Thunder Buddies here recently. But tonight, we're back on the Thunder Buddies, man. We're back on the cover buddies, man. They show up tonight, get this one done on their home floor. We're still without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man. Still missing an average of 31 points from this Thunder Buddies team, man. But I do think they pull this one out, man. Working with quick revenge as the Jazz did beat them not that long ago on the 23rd of February, last week actually, 120-119 in Utah. I think the Thunder Buddies repay the favor tonight in Oklahoma City. I have not liked what I've seen from the Jazz recently, man. They just lost outright to the San Antonio Spurs at home, 102-94, man. The San Antonio Spurs were beating them the game before that as well, going into half. The Jazz did pull off in the first one, 118-102. That game was much closer than that final score, though. I haven't liked what I've seen from the Jazz here recently, man. They're banged up, too. No Clarkson tonight. No Sexton. I know we've been fading the Thunder Buddies here recently, man. I know they've lost 5 straight, but I do think tonight should be a bounce-back spot for them on their home floor. Back on the cover buddies, man. We're going to take them on the ML, as I do think they win this game tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the game of the night. Excited to watch this one. We got the Grizzlies on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets, man. Denver laying 4.5 at the crib, man. Total 233.5. Grizzlies still without Steven Adams. The Denver Nuggets injury report needs some looking at, as Michael Porter Jr. day-to-day, Aaron Gordon day-to-day as well. If we look at Michael Porter Jr., he's probable for tonight, though, with some left heel strain management. Looks like he will go, and no update on Aaron Gordon, as he's just day-to-day. Now, we know the golden rule. We're sticking by the golden rule. We're laying the points with the Nuggets here in this one. We love the Grizzlies, man. We cashed out on the Grizzlies earlier this week, as they were our $15 NBA Jam Session play of the month of February, man. We love the Grizzlies, but we love the Grizzlies on their home floor, man. We do not like the Grizzlies out on the road, man. 10-19-2 against the spread out on the road are the Memphis Grizzlies. And guess who they're playing? They're playing the best cover team on their home floor in the NBA, the best home team in the NBA, man, in the Denver Nuggets, man. The golden rules, we did not fade them for a reason. I've told y'all that for majority of the season. Denver 21-10-1 against the spread on their home floor, man. I've covered in 67.7% of their home games, man. They've only lost 4 games at home all season, have the Denver Nuggets, man. 28-4 on their home floor are the Denver Nuggets, man. We're not going to fade them. We're actually going to fade the Memphis Grizzlies here in this spot. The Grizzlies have not been the same team out on the road, man, and I don't think tonight is a spot where they just automatically click it into gear. I know they won 4 of their last 5. They've been playing good basketball. They played 2 games on the road in that span, which was one of those was the last one against Houston, 113-99. They did get a cover in that one, surprisingly, but it's the Houston Rockets, arguably the worst team in the NBA. And then their other road game was in Philly, where they failed to cover. The score in that one was 110-105. I don't like the spot for the Grizzlies, man, going into Denver. The golden rule is in place for a reason. We do not fade the Denver Nuggets on their home floor. You're asking to get your money took if you do that. I'm not going to do it. I actually like the Nuggets to win this game pretty comfortably. The Nuggets working with quick revenge as the Grizzlies hammered them not that long ago on the 25th of February, man. The score in that one was 112-94. We were in Memphis in that one, where Memphis also goes stupid, dummy, crazy. Memphis 26-5 on their home floor. We're talking about two of the top three home teams in the NBA. So when we see these two at home facing each other, you know, we're rolling with the home team. I like the Nuggets. I'm laying the 4.5 here in this one. Well. Look what we have here in back-to-back games. Another team we're not fading on their home floor. Short, sweet, and simple. We're taking the Golden State Warriors. We're laying the 4. They go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, man. Even at the beginning of the game when it's not looking good, this team can go nuclear no matter who's on the floor, especially for some reason in Chase Center. I don't know if they got a magnet on the goal or something, but these guys always seem to hit shots in Chase Center, man. If y'all didn't see what them boys did to them Clippers last night in that third quarter, go turn on them highlights, man. In that whole third quarter, you're going to see nothing but Golden State going stupid, dummy, crazy. I'm not fading them. I know they're on a back-to-back, man, but we're not fading the Warriors on their home floor, man. I continue to tell y'all the most night and day team in the NBA are the Golden State Warriors. On the road, automatic fade. Terrible. On their home floor, damn near an automatic ride, man. We're taking the Warriors. We're laying the 4 in this one. Y'all know I'm somebody that's high on this Pelicans team. I bet this Pelicans team. They've been struggling as they've lost 4 of the last 5. They did exercise their demons and win the last one, though, against the Portland Trail Blazers. Out on the road, 121-110. But I do not like the spot at all for the Pelicans, man. This is going to be their 5th road game in their last 6 games. They're going into Golden State facing a Warriors team who is 26-7, straight up on their home floor, man. ATS, they're dominant as well. We're taking the Warriors here in this one. We're not going to overcomplicate it. The Warriors, the second best home cover team in the NBA, man. 21-11-1 against the spread on their home floor. Have covered in 65.6% of their home games, man. The Warriors also working with double revenge as the Pelicans beat them the first 2 meetings this season. Both were in New Orleans, though. They hammered them the last time. But I will say these 2 games were early in the season, both in November. But the Pelicans, they did hammer them 128-83 on the 21st of November and 114-105 on the 4th of November. So quite some time ago. But I think the Warriors probably still remember that. Warriors return home. Where they've been for some time now. This is going to be their 5th straight home game. I'm taking the Warriors here in this one, man. They've been dominant there. They've won all 4 there. I think they've covered in all 4 of the previous on this little homestand. I see no reason why we don't go for 5. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers, man, on a back-to-back after getting hammered last night by the Golden State Warriors, man. They're still in Cali, though. They're facing the Kings. The Kings, who in their own right, man, are red hot, man. They've won 4 straight. I think we lay the points with the Kings in this one, man. Honestly, I've not liked what I've seen from the Clippers, man. They've come out of the break and lost 4 straight. One of those to this same Kings team in a spot where the Clippers had every opportunity to win that game. And I mean every opportunity, not only to win, but to cover that game. The Kings just wanted it a little more, man. High scoring game in that one, double overtime game, 176-175. Clippers, man, I told y'all yesterday, they could very well go on a 5-6 game slide as they have a really tough schedule coming up. And Kawhi Leonard's going to sit out tonight, which I don't think bodes well for a Clippers team that needs to start stacking some wins. So it's going to be the Russell Westbrook, Paul George show. Since adding Russell Westbrook, this Clippers team is 0-4. I saw Skip Bayless tweet that, man. A really good tweet. He said in that tweet was in the last 14 games that Russell Westbrook has started, the team he has played for is 0-14, man. That is kind of crazy. I like Russ, man, but, you know, the Golden State last night, bro, they were just leaving him wide open, bro. I'm hitting them threes. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm hitting them. I don't know what's going through Russ' head, man. He lost it mentally, bro. Y'all not leaving me wide open. I'll shoot 50 shots trying to win that basketball game. Y'all getting blown out anyway, bro. You might as well put them up, bro. Y'all not finna disrespect me like that. Go look at how the Warriors were playing Russell Westbrook last night, bro. They were playing him almost worse than Ben Simmons, man. I got to go with the Kings tonight. They've won 4 straight. 3 on the road straight, too, man. I think they probably return home in this one and probably hammer the Clippers. I don't like that Kawhi is not playing. The Kings are already up in the season series 2-1. They probably win it 3-1. And yeah, the lean for me in our last and final matchup of the night is the Kings. I will say De'Aaron Fox is on this injury report as day-to-day as well. I hope he plays tonight. Let's see. That he intends to play Friday night. So it looks like De'Aaron Fox is going to play, man. So lean Kings. They should probably hammer this Clippers team that's really struggling right now. Light the beam, man. Third in the West, the Kings. Who would have thought that coming into the season? And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on March 3rd, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new, and drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found over at pickdawgz.com. Just click that link in the description. It takes you right to my handicapper page. That's where you can find all my bets for today's action, my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, monthly, seasonal, yearly. And you can find my NBA Jam Session play there. We cashed out again last night with the Dallas Mavericks on that Jam Session play. We've hit 5 of our last 6, including 3 in a row. We go for 6 of 7 tonight, man. Trying to keep that rolling. I love tonight's play as well, man. So scoop it up. It's only $15, man. So do that, man. Let's make some money tonight. Let's continue stacking units. I'll be back 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern with the guest as we run through this huge card one more time. That's where I update y'all on late injury news and let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information. Coming out of the association, man, come spend some time with me on that live show. It's live, bro, so y'all can ask me questions and all that stuff in the comments, man. So check me out then. Follow me on Twitter as well, man. Let's make some money tonight, bro. Let's keep it rolling. We've been having a nice little week here in the NBA. Let's keep it rolling, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'll talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments, man. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. Peace.